Let's pour water into a large saucepan. Chicken stock. You can use chicken or vegetable stock or broth. If you've got homemade chicken stock, just go for it. But most of the time, I just use a brand one that works perfectly well and handy. I'm using quinoa vegetable stock here. I find jelly-like type ones relatively more flavoursome than cube types. For this dish, one stock pot should suffice. When I can't be bothered though, I'll just use my electric kettle to boil the water, then put the stock in the water directly. Let's start preparing shallots. Shallot is one of the most French ingredients. First, julienne your shallots, meaning cutting them thinly into strips. And then cut them into small dice. Next, carrots. I'm peeling the carrot, but if you can't protect its beta-carotene and to remove any pesticides that may remain, you can simply give it a good scrub. Cut the carrot into 3 cm or 2 cm or 3 cm, 2 cm or just as you feel like. And of course make sure not to cut off your fingers. Next, undressed potatoes. You don't have to peel the skin if you don't mind its texture while eating. I'm cutting the potatoes into about the same size as the carrots, but I also like chunky potatoes for my potée. They add a nice rustic touch to it. Onion. Dice onions into medium to large pieces. Savoy cabbage. Savoy cabbage is distinguished by its thick, dark green leaves that are roughly crinkly and bubbly, which sets it apart from its cabbage cousins. It's similar to green cabbage, but subtly milder and sweeter. It's got a strong flavour, yet tastes relatively less peppery compared to green and red cabbages. And you won't drop this. Garlic. I tend to remove the garlic germ from the middle of the garlic clove before chopping. Garlic germs are known to leave a slightly bitter and unpleasant aftertaste, especially when eaten raw. But there are chefs who believe that garlic germs don't have a pungent and harsh flavour at all. Right, cabbage leaves are rinsed thoroughly under cold running water to remove dirt, and make sure there's no slug in between the leaves. It's safe to put 4 big garlic cloves. Garlic is one of my favourite ingredients, so I like using at least 6 or 7 cloves of garlic. Remove any tough or brown bits of the outer leaves. Uncooked Savoy cabbage leaves feel rather firm, but they are pliable enough to be folded. Try the cabbage leaves folded in half, or cut the leaves in half lengthwise before starting shredding. Hygiene is important. Smoked bacon lardon fumé. This one is nitrate-free. It's made with strictly selected French pork belly. Pour olive oil into a large saucepan, then add sliced leeks. And sauté the leeks gently. I'm adding a bit of mirin here, because it works really well for sautéing. It adds a subtle and mellow sweetness to the dish. Now, add smoked lardons and keep sautéing for 5 minutes or so until the leeks get softened. It's about the right time to add a teaspoon of unsalted butter for a richer flavour and the shredded cabbage as well. Keep stirring all the ingredients until the shredded cabbage leaves got softened. You can add a bit of olive oil if you want to, but water isn't necessary. Add garlic cloves.
Yes, please.
This step is only optional, but I find minced garlic adds more flavor and depth. Stir, stir again, then stir again. Now place carrots into the saucepan and stir again like you've never stirred before. Oh, stop stirring. Why? Because it's time to pour your broth in. Give the ingredients a quick gentle stir, then pour in the rest of the broth until the ingredients are almost completely submerged in broth. Add the chopped potatoes and dried thyme and bay leaves as well. Chopped onions. A few moments later.
Smells like heaven.
Sprinkle a pinch of salt. Have a taste first and then add more salt if needed. Turn up the heat now and leave it aside. Sauces de Toulouse. Toulouse sausages.
Sausages, not Toulouse.
Toulouse sausage is an ideal option for this dish. These ones are made with antibiotic-free pork. As long as possible, I try to consume products that ensure animal welfare. Add oil to a heated pan. Start cooking sausages in the pan. Keep searing the sausages, turning them a few times until crispy and deep golden brown all around. Place the seared sausages into the saucepan on top of the other ingredients and leave it for about 5 minutes. The sausages must be fully cooked by now. Cut them with scissors nice and gently. You might want to put sausages directly in the potée, but pre-cooking them until brown makes them more juicy. Firm outside, moist inside. Cook it for 5 to 10 more minutes. It looks like it's ready for serving.
It smells incredibly good.
One of the best parts of this recipe is the fact that it's a one-pot meal.
Yes!
Look at that.
Beautiful. Can't wait to dig in.
Looking at this now makes me want to have it again, because I know what it tastes like. The sausages have a perfectly chewy texture. If you're not a big fan of cabbage, this recipe will change your mind really. And those carrots just call for doing the Italian gesture. Mwah. On those days when I really crave a proper warm comfort food, this is one of the recipes I'll turn to. So nourish and wholesome.